You know what happened just now, bro? You know what happened? Every time these patch notes come up, you know what I do? I control F and I type Kled and nothing comes up. But you know what happened today? Something did come up. Allegedly, they actually did fix his Q variable duration. I don't know if how many of you guys saw, but I tweeted because he posted about the quality of life stuff, and I was like, man, his Q is like RNG timing, which is annoying because, sometimes you get the slow duration, the 2-second duration, and you lose a kill because of it or whatever. But apparently it's fixed. Obviously we gotta wait till tomorrow, but let's fucking go. That's so hype, actually. Yo, what's good, Azur? Ileana, how are you doing? What's good? That's so hype. Okay, the next thing I need to report is his Q buffering between forms. That's probably the most annoying bug that he has right now. Server tick rate on a rope. Yeah, it's really annoying. It happens a lot, and it's very noticeable if you play Kled a lot. It's noticeable how much it like affects you. So I'm glad that apparently it's changed. What is all this Yorick stuff? Let's see these other bug fixes before I get to the actual patch notes. Oh, these are just called quality improvements. It's good, Mutashio. Bro, they changed this Q variable duration. Demi Lime. This is actually what I sent Phlox, the tweet. So now I have to try to get them to fix the Q buffering. That's the biggest bug that he has right now. And imagine if they changed it to 2-second slot. They went for the long duration instead of the short one. I mean, it's not even short. That's what it says in the description. But yeah, imagine if they put it to 2, or I'd be pissed. Okay, so they're refixing the Kayn passive with Airy. They fixed that before. And with First Strike. It used to work with like Scorch and like no, it used to work with fucking Deathfire Touch. Kayn was in the game, right? Back then? With that Mastery Deathfire Touch? That's what they used to use. Or was it just Corrupting Potion? Maybe I'm just thinking of Corrupting Potion, actually. What is the Jayce thing? Wow, they fixed the Jayce E? Dude, this is already the best patch of all time. They fix if this is true and they fix that stupid ass E interaction with Jayce, oh my god, this is the best patch of all time. This is already the best patch, and I've only looked at these things. If you guys have played Kled into Jayce or any dash champ into Jayce, it's so cringe, bro. If you're in the middle of dashing and he knocks you back like where you started your dash instead of where you actually are. So it was so annoying. So like with Kled, it would break your E all the time. It would break your tether, your Q, and your E mark because he would just knock you cross map. If that's actually fixed, that's so good. Let's see what else there is here. Taric E, what the fuck? You're not getting minion blocked when you're in the E. Interesting. Let's go, Dragon. The Jayce nerf, the Q. Do you see this, Dragon? They actually made his Q allegedly not RNG timing, which is what I reported. Phlox is carrying the team. I'm assuming it was him, because he's the one who posted asking for quality of life changes. Evelyn W can no longer target small monsters. Damn, she can't charm minions? Huge nerf to lane Evelyn. I wonder if that Heimer change matters at all. Some Heimers still go conquer, but like I can't think of when this would matter. I guess it's just better, like if you just level up. Oh wait, no, it actually does matter because then you can place your turret and then stack your conquer. Interesting. I think Yorick ghouls still work that way with the snapshot shit, unless they changed it. Or maybe they changed Yorick a while back. Cho buffs? Cho'Gath R now grants him more cast range per stack. Nice. Holy, a 0.1 increase? Let's go. Damn, this is considered a quality of life change? Wouldn't you think this would just be listed as like an actual champ buff? His W just applies The tower's 50% damage. Beyond hit. The active only. Oh wait, no, the dot works on the tower too? What the fuck? It just doesn't work on inhibitor. Yeah, quality of life Jax now ends the game instantly. Damn, so Fizz and GP can burn the tower? Interesting. Well, besides Gangplank, that was like a unique thing about GP. And then remember that one season where like red buff worked? But yeah, GP. Oh yeah, I guess now there's Void Grubs now, so there's like a new dot. Lulu's picks moves faster. Interesting. Bane Q and power outs cannot be accidentally canceled. What about on purpose? So you can on purpose cancel them. You just can't do it by accident. Interesting. Nami R will strike behind her. Okay. Trying to look at. I mean, is this really a quality of life, not just a buff? Nocturne Q Trail is 25 units more forgiveness before you count as outside of it. Okay. Attaches to large and epic monsters? Does that really matter? Brand passive damages every quarter second instead of every second? Does that matter for like Leandri's? Like, is that good? I mean, obviously for like healing and regen purposes is good. Like, does that mean you don't refresh your Leandri's as much? Alright, it's the same overall duration though. I guess not. Guess it doesn't matter. Neela W buffers out of other spells. Neela W cast during other spells. Okay. Wards that would be placed besides a brush, huh? I wonder how forgiving that is. So if you barely miss a bush, it'll just help you. I wonder how forgiving that is. That might matter depending on how forgiving it is. Ziggs W should be able to be activated while rooted, etc. Huh? You can't jump though, right? Point passive will now be tracked in his tooltip. Poppy's buckler will now bounce back to her if her target's dead when it hits. Ollie passive. Shaco clone. Stop to cast a fake W. Shaco prime. Interesting. Oh, I should make a health bad command. Shaco clone will stop to cast a fake E. Only when he's near Shaco prime. Tiamat Ravenous Hydra. Okay, momentum items. Cooldowns listed on their passives. Okay. Now, Profane is supposed to scale with your attack speed. That was the hotfix supposedly changed. I mean, it feels like it works. Bounty adjustments. 20 to 80% of the player's bounties reduced depending on the team goal deficit. Now it's 30 to 90% of the player's bounties being reduced. Read the ARM changes. Am I supposed to see here? Timo? Brand visual effect update is this patch? Alright, let's go to the actual patch notes. The Kled change is so good though, I'm glad. If it actually works. If the Kled and the Jayce change actually works, that's really good. Damn, this next patch? Oh no, beginning Wednesday, February. That's not for a while. The Windows requirement change. MMR and matchmaking. Reduce the amount of games with demotion protection. It only affect people. Okay. Fix a bug where a small number of Diamond 1 players would sometimes receive negative LP. Alright, I don't care about that. What change? I'm gonna put in my title because I just saw it right now. But I reported this change to Riot Flocks, and apparently he instantly fixed it. Kled Q, the way it's always worked, is it's always been like a little bit RNG. Like the timing that it would take from when the bear trap hit them to when you actually pulled, it was never consistently 1.75. Sometimes it would take longer. And it was really noticeable if you played a lot of Kled. Sometimes you would get like a slow pull, and it was really annoying. Yeah, it's not supposed to be random timing. It's supposed to be the same timing every time. But tethers in this game in general are kind of fucking like old. Yeah, that's just how it's supposed to work. It's supposed to be the same timing. But yeah, if you play Kled, it's really noticeable when you get the slow fucking version. And it happens a lot, and it's, you know, it costs you kills and stuff. The markings of a good champ. Wait, what were the Gragas ones? He can W the tower, right? 50% normal damage. So good. Alright, you just have to be careful about Wing the tower when there's a champ next to it, I guess. Because you might take aggro, I guess. Alright. Let's read the actual patch changes. RNG on your bread and butter. Dude, for the longest time, Kled had RNG on his passive and RNG on his bread and butter ability. At least, we're fine. 7 years later, his 2 core abilities might work. Let's fucking go. How hype is that? Alright. 14.1. Alright. Stat shards, here we go. It's generally clear which is better. Am I laning on Zed or Lissandra? And that's really all there is to it today. What's more, unorthodox lane opponents, such as mages in bot lane, tend to throw players off. Alright. Yeah, they were saying people take the wrong resist. Like, most bot laners don't take MR against AP bot lanes. I mean, I can believe it, but I guess that's part of the reason they're trying to get rid of the shards, the resist shards, I should say. We're replacing those less interesting decisions with more in-depth ones. Okay, so the first row is going to be exactly the same. So the first row is just going to be AD attack speed haste like normal. And then the second row is going to be, okay, yeah. Still have adaptive force, but then instead of armor and MR, you can choose between either 2% move speed or 10 to 180 health. And then in row 3, you can either choose scaling health. Oh no. Yeah, scaling health or flat health. 65 flat or 10 to 180 scaling. Or you can choose 10% tenacity slow resist. This is going to hurt Kled a bit. I mean, it's like good and bad because it's obviously it's like resist is really important on Kled, especially early game, especially when against an AP champ because he has negative MR, he's 28. So that sucks, but at the same time, you don't have to play against any people with armor, you know, as a physical damage only champ. Especially some matchups like the Darius matchup for me, like part of the reason it's so annoying is because a lot of them go double armor and then attack speed. So it's kind of nice that you won't have to deal with that. Yeah, 65 health is good. I don't know how many, I mean, for those of you that played like, I don't know, 50 years ago when they had the old mastery system, I used to take the flat HP mastery. It was called Veteran Scars. I used to take that on Kled because it made his early game. Like having like the 70 extra health early game was pretty good. What's 10% supposed to do? Yeah, I mean 10% tenacity basically does nothing on its own. But it gives you a little bit of slow resist as well. And plus you can stack it with something else, like with the, you know, Legend Rune, or, you know, they added a couple more items that have tenacity. Yeah, Veteran Scars. It used to be a really cheese thing. I would go Veteran Scars and I would go all HP Seals. And you would have like 700 health on Scarl, level 1, with a Dorn item. And you would all in anybody level 1. And it was basically just a really cheese way to get like a level 1 kill every time. But yeah, they got rid of that stuff. But this is like a little bit of that back. I have to be a League veteran to remember it, yeah. But yeah, back in the caveman days. I mean, this is interesting. I mean, I guess if you're a Kled, you're still gonna go double adaptive force though. You can't really go move speed. But if you're like a mage or something, you might choose move speed over adaptive force. Like if I'm playing like Veigar or something, I'd probably pick move speed. But with Kled, you're probably still gonna go double adaptive, and then row 3 is like when you're gonna make an actual choice. So you can either choose flat health, tenacity, or scaling health. Scaling health is obviously the last one you're gonna pick. So you're either gonna pick tenacity or health. So I'll probably just pick that based on their comp and my lane opponent. I mean, the health is probably gonna be the default one, but 10% tenacity, I mean, it kind of makes up for the legend tenacity nerf. They nerfed it obviously from 30 to 20%. Season 7 still spoke to 2024 still. Bro, it was a different time. You don't understand. Back then, it was like the only champs I would worry about were Vayne and Fiora. If I was against like any other champ, they probably had no HP damage or like no items that did it. It's a different world we live in today. Everybody fucking does percent damage or builds it. You're going attack speed, MS, scaling HP for rel. That sounds good. Actually, a good change, but Trinity with 1400 at level 0 will be hilarious. Well, at least you have no armor. Oh, wait. He's gonna crit you with no armor, bro. Watch out. Does base health versus bonus health make a huge difference? No, I don't even know why it says 65 base health. There's no way it gives you 65 base. Is it really gonna give you base health? Or is this just a typo? Is this a typo or does it actually give you base health? 65 and doesn't scale? Yeah, but it's bonus HP though, right? Because it's from your runes, so it should be bonus. This is just a typo, right? Kind of based. Now, I'm assuming this is still going to be counted as bonus health, because that would be really weird if it actually gives every champ base health. I'm assuming that's a typo. I think they just said that because they're level 1, and they were trying to make it clear that it was level 1, but I'm assuming that's a typo. I guess we'll find out. I mean, I'm sure some people have already been on the PB. Imagine if it gave it a Kled, 65 health on Kled. Yeah, I kind of doubt they're gonna code that as base health. I'm assuming that's bonus. Okay, jungle camp, jungle companion. My bad. Compensation. I heard this is like a really big Rammus nerf. What do you think, Zero? Because the jungle companion scales a lot more off your resist now, and you don't get to go double armor on Rammus anymore. With aimbot ward on the bush, yeah, they made it so when you trinket and you barely miss the bush, it like helps you a bit. I wonder how forgiving it is, because depending on how forgiving it is, that might actually be a big deal. Like the game trying to help you put the trinket in the bush, you might be able to reach from spots you wouldn't have been able to reach before if you get used to it. The third one says bonus. Yeah, but they could have easily made one typo. I feel like they just typed it this way to tell you that this is just level 1. So you're starting the game with it, but there's no way it counts as base. I mean, I would assume it wouldn't, but I guess it doesn't make that big of a deal anyway, unless your champion has bonus HP scaling, specifically, or base HP scaling, max HP. That's me, Soul Mario, that's me. Smolder comes out tomorrow. Oh wait, no. Wait, it doesn't come out till the 31st? Why it take so long? The patch is tomorrow, but it doesn't come out till next week? Yeah, that's me, the Soul Mario. Huh? Yep. What are you typing right now? This slow-ass company. Ari, 2-second lower charm? Wait, that's a big buff. Damn, that's a pretty big buff. 2 seconds lower on charm? That's pretty impactful. Blitzcrank, 3 less base armor. Damn, and he lost the rune. And Azita's 20% less AD. Dude, Blitzcrank is like, he was the most banned champ, I think, of like almost the entire patch. He was like top 5 most banned champs. Okay, so they are putting the Briar changes through. Can't hear any music on my stream? Wait, you're right. My music is like not working. Wait, something's wrong with my audio. I don't know what's wrong with it. Let me see. I just noticed that right now. It's not muted, but it's like, for some reason it's not recording it right. How do I fix it? Yeah, but it's like really quiet though. I don't know why that happened. It was good, Dab Slayer. Wait, I was clicking the wrong thing right there. You got plat 4? Yeah, good shit, bro. There you go. Good work. Oh wait, I know what the problem is. Alright, hold on. Let me undo what I was just doing. I already know what the problem was. Sorry about this break. I just messed something up. The Kled bug fix, you know how his Q has always been like not consistent? Like when you hit the Q, it's like it doesn't take the same exact amount of time from like when you hit it from when it actually pulls. They fixed that. At least in the patch notes. Okay. I think the sound should be good now. But yeah, if you type Control F, it wasn't just Kled. A lot of tethers in the game, a lot of things in the game are just not consistent, especially older things. But tethers especially have never really been that consistent in the game. The timing, like his remount forever was not consistent. They fixed that like over a year ago now. No. It used to be between it's supposed to be 1.75. But sometimes it would take like a full fucking 2 seconds. Yeah, and it was a big difference. It's really noticeable. And it would cost you a lot. At least it was really like, for me, I would notice a lot of times. I'd barely lose a kill or a trade because of it. 65 health, Rune is count as bonus? Okay, thank you for checking it. Yeah, that's what I assumed. Just the wording was weird there and that they typed base health. But yeah, it makes more sense. It makes way more sense as a bonus. Alright, let's see. What are the Briar changes? They're trying to make her stop building lethality. So her passive is going to amplify healing. It's going to scale off of her bonus health. So it's less if you don't build any bonus health, a tiny bit. But then it can get to a lot more. 0.025%. Damn, they made her Q deal magic damage. I mean, her Q already had really low base damage and not much scaling. It was just for the point-click stun, jump, armor shred. But now it deals 60% AP and it only does magic damage, no physical damage. It lowers your armor and your MR by 20%. That makes her more helpful in like team fights too. I mean, she does magic damage with her E and R and with her Q, I guess. And with her items, if she builds items that deal magic damage. She doesn't really build that many, but I guess she can go like the Bork proc or something. Yeah, now her Q applies on hit effects and lifesteal. Healthy hits. But yeah, in a group situation, that 20% dual shred is fucking insane. Like 20% armor pen point click is good, but then also 20% MR reduction for your team. Like that's really good. If you're like, you know, with like a burst champ and they time their damage with you. And her Q applies on hit, so yeah, like Bork, Kraken Slayer, if she goes Sundered Sky. Yeah, 20% is a pretty good amount. And the move's not that long of a cooldown. But yeah, she's probably, they want her to go like stuff like Sundered Sky, Eclipse. I mean, like, it's just stuff that she's gonna apply more. I mean, Eclipse already applied, but Blood Frenzy, it heals you less off the damage dealt, but it also is now gonna scale for max health. So yeah, the damage is less important, more about her actual health. And then she can't crit her W bite anymore. There was more changes on the PV, but I guess this is all they're putting through. She used to be able to crit her bite. Like the recast would crit for some bonus damage, but they got rid of that. Oh, wait, no, oh yeah, okay. The auto attack part of it crits, just not the actual ability. The ability part used to crit too. So it would do insane damage. So yeah, I guess they just want her to build more health. To make her passive healing and her W healing to be more relevant, you have to build health. And then she has magic damage, so her lethality is not as useful. I mean, I feel like there's good bruiser items on her. You just have to go like Sundered Sky there. I think Stridebreaker's still getting buffed this patch. But lethality items are so OP, and she had like point and click stuff, so it was good on her. AP build, yeah, I mean her ultimate has 250% AP scaling. Yeah, her E is like a lot too. I think it's at least 100%. If she fully charges it, that is. But like, how are you gonna hit that if you're fully pay? Brother. If you fully charge it, is a little more than 100% AP. My bad, it's 340%. Whoops. Her R is the 120%. Oh, okay, so I got them mixed up. Dude, that's a little bit of fucking damage. Alright, honestly, just build AP, bro. Honestly, why would you not build AP? That's what I'm starting to think right now. Just go Riftmaker, Cosmic Drive, Riftmaker? Hold on. This might be kind of good. Gnasher's Tooth applies on your Q? Hold on, this might be kind of good. I don't know. You need some HP though, but you got Riftmaker. Cosmic gives 250. The runes give HP. You got some HP. Could work. Lichmane Q? I don't know, could work. Anivia Briar, oh yeah. Scream them into the wall. Camille, okay, so Camille got 25 more base health. Plus, you know, obviously the health runes. Her passive shield, and Camille's passive shield scales off of HP. So the little bit of health and the shards giving more health is actually, this is like a double buff this patch. And then her Q gives her more move speed early game. Yeah, they got rid of the armor and resist, or excuse me, the armor and MR shards in the second and third row. Now they are, your options are, in the second row, there's a move speed or health. Move speed or scaling health in row 2, those are your options. And then in row 3, your options are 65 flat health, just level 1, a little bit of tenacity slow resist, or scaling health. So you can't get any resist in your runes anymore. The first row is exactly the same. Yeah, the main thing with Camille is you're supposed to bait out her shield early, and then you can usually kill her when it's down early game, as Kled at least. So yeah, 2 seconds lower so she can trade more. Darius, dude, I can't believe they're buff. These are buff. I can't believe they're buffing Darius. I feel like he's so good, still. And then they say because Stridebreaker's weaker, but I swear Stridebreaker's still getting buffed this patch. Well, I'll find out, but his Q costs less mana. Have you ever seen a Darius go This is like the fakest thing ever. And it heals more per target, bruh. Yeah, hello, little light. What's good? 40% off. I mean, as if this even matters. He already one-shots everything late game with no items, but what is this 40%? A little much, man. It just sounds like a joke number. Whatever, dude. Mordekaiser has 20% pen on his fucking knee, but he can have 40% physical? It's insane, dude. Ezreal. A lot of his tools were blunted, okay? Alright, so his Q has 5% more AD scaling. His W just has a little bit more, just 40% more AD scaling, okay? And then his ult does 20% more. Now these are insane buffs. I'm doing well, I'm chilling. I can't complain. I'm glad you're fine, doing well. So they buffed him. So every time he hits a Q, it's 5% more AD. His ult does 40, or his W does 40% more AD, and his ult is 20% more. A lot of fucking damage, bro. Oh yeah, and it has 50 more base damage. God damn, bro. This is insane. Losing Strillis was that bad? I guess. I mean, it's because he couldn't just instantly slow chain you from full health, because now you have to be under half. Now the dragon doesn't come out to the 31st. So the patch is tomorrow, but he doesn't come out till the week after tomorrow. I'm not sure why, but it says here he doesn't come out till the 31st. So not tomorrow. Ezreal, Fizz, swimming in a world of strong assassin items. So in the bottom, in the quality of life changes, they buffed Fizz's W to like hit the tower. His W affects the tower now. His gameplay designer got laid off. Dude, I saw it. The person who designed the Fury and someone who worked on Briar and yeah, someone who worked on Smolder and somebody who worked on the Skarner rework all got fired. So the person that made like a lot of the Skarner stuff is not even going to be able to see the champ come out. They're already fired. What is that? Like, these people recently did very impactful things to the game. Why did they fire those people? I mean, it just makes no sense. These people just put in like some of the most impactful stuff in the game, and they're the ones getting fired. How does that make any sense? Fizz Q, same base damage, 5% less AP. They hotfixed nerfed Fizz 2 of his AP ratios last patch to his W. Now they're nerfing his Q and W AP ratios again, and they're double nerfing Storm Surge. Why? Like, Fizz took so many fucking back-to-back nerfs. Like, he was really good on the patch, like on season 14 patch, but goddamn, this is like 5-6 nerfs in a row if you count Storm Surge nerfs to him. His Q applies your auto attack, so technically it's like you auto. So if you auto Q, it's like an auto reset sort of, but it doesn't crit, obviously, but that doesn't matter. But yeah, his Q applies his auto attack. Yeah, is there the layoff portion in the patch notes? Yeah, Fizz has been perma banned a lot. He was definitely really good, but I think they over nerfed him personally. I mean, maybe his W damage to towers is gonna be something. I feel like they over nerfed him a little bit though. But I'm sure in lower ranks he seems even more broken than he already was really good. Yeah, and they buffed Darius. Okay, Garen. This is the same thing. So they buffed Darius and Garen, but I'm telling you, Stridebreaker's in the patch. I'm checking, bro. I'm telling you, they're also buffing Stridebreaker. Got hotfix buffed last patch, and they're buffing it again. But then their reason for buffing Darius and Garen is because Stridebreaker's weak. Well, then what the fuck? They just keep buffing the item then. I don't think they also need the buffs too. And the Garen buffs are pretty big. His W at rank 1. I don't play Garen. Is Tender still here? Does Garen, he maxes his W last, right, or no? Or does it depend on the game? Because this is rank 1. His W is gonna last 4 seconds. Yeah, he maxes W last. Okay, that's what I thought. So yeah, so this is it's pretty big. So all game it's longer until like your max level. Yeah, that's 4 seconds, bro. That's huge, and that's huge for the Kled matchup too. Like baiting out his W is really important. But it lasts 4 fucking seconds, bro. 2 points in W go. Okay, I can see that. It's like people at Riot don't communicate with each other. No, for sure. EQW. Wait, what else do they do? Is E damage is like slightly up? Just early game. Slightly more AD. Gragas. Gragas is another big loser. What is this flame? Another big loser? What do they mean by this? Why couldn't he just be another loser? Why do they have to call him big? Yeah, this changes a lot. That's definitely a really impactful Garen buff. America's Biggest Loser, the show? Was a throwback. Gragas, 0.2 more armor per level. Holy fuck. 6 more health per level. Wow. Alright, his R is 20 seconds lower rank 1. Pretty big. Damn, his R was a 120-second cooldown? I always thought it was like a low cooldown ultimate. I didn't think it was that long. Gwen. Passive 1,000 cuts. Doesn't matter. This could say it does 100% of your max health and I would believe it. Honestly, this changes nothing to me. Yeah, I can just skip this. This could say it now instantly kills the opponent. It used to instantly kill the opponent and I'd be like, yeah, that sounds right. That's what it does. I saw on the client right now, Hwei is actually disabled because of a bug. So this is the best time to play right now. It's a free ban I don't need to use. Apparently he's currently struggling though, so I guess I lied. They buffed his E cooldown by 3 seconds early. Which one is this? Which E is this? I don't know. What is Subject Torment? Alright, his EQ, the Fear. What the 1.5 seconds? No, that's one of the most annoying abilities. Oh, this is just going to your E moveset? Damn. Dude, not the fear. Come on, buff his. I would rather they buffed his damage over the fear, bro. The fear is so annoying. As a melee champ, it feels like it's just, I mean, just might as well be point and click. You try to dash on me, just fears you. Alright, Alawi, finally, a good champ. We'll be looking to adjust tentacle interactions on a future patch. Okay, so for now, they're just giving her stat buffs until they figure out something else to do. 50 more base mana, 10 more mana per level, 6 more health growth. Skip? No, I'm interested. A little bit more healing on our tentacle. Alright. Let's go, Alawi. Jax? Okay, I can skip this. What'd they do? Oh, they nerfed his E damage by 0.5% max health? I guess I don't have to buff him. Or, I guess I don't have to ban him anymore. Jax has landed just fine after Divine Sunder. For a champion long known for his late game prowess, his early laning is too strong. Oh, you don't say. You don't say his early game's a little too strong for being a scaling champ. Alright, whatever. I'm still perma-banning him. Fuck that champ. Karma. They gave her 26 more base health. Her Q got 20% more AP scaling. And her E got 15% more AP scaling and 20 more base shield. They didn't make this white text. Thank you very much. It looks like there's no change, but there was. Yeah, Jax has been too strong early for like several years now at least. Whenever they first lowered his Q cooldown, ever since then, he's been too strong early game. Like, there was one pad they lowered his Q cooldown, and then soon after that they lowered his E cooldown. And ever since then, he's been unbeatable in lane. That's what it feels like. Nothing goes wrong when she's buffed. Come on, these aren't that big. Just 35% more AP scaling, more health. Let's see, what did they say here? In order to help her get back on her feet, we're looking to give her some AP scaling buffs. Okay. Without resurfacing top lane tank Karma. Why? Why wouldn't this... I mean, that shit was never good anyway. But, like, why wouldn't this make people play top lane Karma more? More base shield, more base health? She builds some AP regardless. Surely Roa Seraph's Karma's gotta be good. I guess that's not much haste, though. Karthus. Umstava, the 14.1 changes didn't land favorably. Oh, he needs to find his damage? Bro, I agree. Every time I'm against Karthus, I'm looking all over the place. Where's his damage? Dude, he's doing nothing. Does he even hurt? He shreds 10% more MR. And his Q does 10 more damage base. Right. Rumble. Rumble's currently dealing a bit too much damage. I agree. We're lowering his Q base damage. Alright, so his Q base damage is down 10 base. Alright, that's it. That's it. Alright, and then his E shreds 2% less MR per harpoon. Wow, I'm gonna notice that. Well, he can stack this twice on you. So he actually gets more, assuming he hits more than one. It doesn't just like reset the debuff. Yeah, he can stack it. Unless they've changed that, I'm pretty certain he stacks it. Huh? League. Yeah. Apparently it's additively too. It goes to 40%. So that means he's gonna still have 36%. So it barely changes anything. How much more MR shred do you need? More than 36%? He's like the only character that has percent reduction that adds on top of each other. Yeah, if you're Kled into this max HP MR shred and then his passive is max HP too, you're just gone, bro. Oh wait, did they type a run? Oh yeah, it says here Q damage increased, but decreased. You're right. Shen, base AD. Down. Oh wait, no, up 4. 4 base AD is pretty big. I mean, Shen's already strong early. It's kind of weird because Shen's decent in lane, but he kind of falls off. At least that's how I usually feel against Shen. I feel like Shen in lane is kind of threatening, but like when I get items, I just beat his ass. But they just buffed his early game more instead of any scaling, which is kind of weird to me. But okay. Emo. His E damage is down 5% AP scaling. Holy, his R used to take 3,000, or my bad, 30,000 in 25 seconds? Wow, yeah, I guess that's pretty good. That's like a bit of a bit of a buff. Interesting. Now it only takes 35 seconds to charge rank 1. Wow. Yeah, I guess that's why they don't level up to 11. Damn. Also, it used to only scale twice. That's crazy. Alright, interesting changes there. Holy, TF got a whole essay, man. With the lack of mythics, we wanted to take advantage of the opportunity to broaden TF's viable builds. Okay. So, they're trying to make AD/TF more viable. Base attack speed is lower. The attack speed growth is lower. Okay, interesting start for trying to buff AD/TF. He lost attack speed. This passive, if you get a crit now, you get to roll for gold again, but it has worse luck, I guess. Because the way TF's passive works now is every time you get a last hit, he's more likely to get towards 6 gold than towards 1 gold. He gets between 1 and 6 bonus. Right now it leans more towards like the better numbers, but I guess if you crit you roll again, but you get it just balances itself out, I guess. Enough of this pausing. It's just, I mean, I like that the dice is weighted. It's kind of funny. That's the joke, because he's, you know, loaded dice. That's kind of funny. But yeah, I guess to make it balance, he doesn't get. I mean, this is insane anyway. Even though it's like, I mean, this alone is an unbelievable buff. Even if, I mean, whatever. I guess you have to build crit though. You have to be AD/TF, but goddamn, that's a lot of extra gold you're getting just for farming. This is for any CS. And that's not even talking about now. His Q has a 50% bonus AD ratio. Okay, that's kind of weird. His W they have crit multipliers. Blue card has the strongest one. Red card a little bit weaker. Gold card weaker. Makes sense. There's some crit multiplying as well on his W cards. When you lock in a card, it resets your auto, so you can auto lock in the card, auto again, reset. Yeah, like auto blue card. So he's a range champ with an auto reset too. Pick a card now, affects inhibitors next. Okay. He's stack deck. 20% more attack speed max rank. It also has a 75% bonus AD ratio from 0. It also hits towers. And he starts the game with full stacks. God damn. He needs it. He needs it. God damn, those are some good buffs. Alright, so now, after seeing all of this, I'm excited for the Veigar buffs. Let's fucking go. Given a bit of baseline survivability. That's it. I'm the fucking Patchy the pirate. You know, that's it. That was just a stupid walk cycle. That's what I got right here. 30 health. It's not. That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful. Veigar's gonna be unstoppable. Wait till he gets to 60 HP shard. Hold on. Wait, and they gutted his base armor a while ago. That man is gonna load into the game with 18 armor, and you can't take the rune. Yeah, good luck. Good luck, Veigar. Blood Song, 2% less exposed weakness damage for both melee and ranged. Okay. Experimental Hexplate. They changed the build path. Now it's Hearthbound Axe Tunneler instead of Noon Quiver. He has 5% more attack speed on the actual item, but then when you ultimate, it gives you 5% less. Okay. Some would say, who typed this? They thought they were funny, bro. Some would say we made Frozen Heart cheap, possibly too cheap. Yeah, I would say that. You're right. You would be right on that. We're here to uncheapen it. 100 more, bro. That's it, bro. They made it 400 less gold. They only lowered it by, or made it 100 more. That's not enough. That's not even close to enough, really. That's a support item cost. That's broken. It's definitely one of the best items in the game. Horizon Focus. Horizon Focus is not that bad. Like they buffed it a little bit. But the only downside is they took off the you used to be able to proc it with like slows and stuff and CC, but now you can only proc it if you hit somebody from far away. But they made the range requirement now you only need to hit somebody from 600 instead of 700. Reveal, now when you proc this item on somebody, it like AoE, it basically like scrying orbs around them. Oh yeah, you already knew, yeah. 1400 units is pretty fucking big. But 600 range is not that far. Like, I was in practice tool testing random stuff, and you can proc, I could already proc the 700 range one with Echo Q, which is not that far of a move, you know, throwing out Echo Q. So, like, 600 range, like, that's not that far, you know. I feel like a lot of champs, and this is a really cheap item that gives 8 AP haste. I feel like it's a good item. I think this is a good buff. Like, I think it's pretty good. Alright, Phantom Dancer, yeah, it didn't build out as Zeal for some reason, even though you would think it's always built out as Zeal. Now it's going to build out as Zeal Rectrix, which is the AD move speed item that builds into Yomu's. No stack Sen auto range, yeah. It's like, yeah, 600 range, that's less than what Caitlyn autos you for. I mean, that's cool, I guess. This is a better build path than this was a shitty build path. Hearthbound Axe Cloak. Like, PD's a good item, but this is a shitty build path. But this is a good build path. Yeah, and this is better for Garen. Nah, bro. No, don't remind me. Riftmaker, 100 more gold. Alright. Riftmaker is one of the strong items for Kale Singe Mord. Alright, they just made 100 more gold.
Ooh.
Excuse me. KKW. Rip Riftmaker? Yeah. It's dead. Yeah, they said these champs already have a lot of 3k gold items, so we made it 3100. What? These champs, they already got too many 3k gold items. A little bit of diversity in the prices. Steel Sigil it's built into Death Dance too, right? Death Dance and GA costs 100 less gold. Okay. Storm Surge, 10 less AP. 10% less AP scaling too. For melee, 7% less for range. Yeah, they did hotfix nerf it already, so this is like another 2 nerfs on top of the 2 hotfix nerfs I got. Stridebreaker. Dude, I'm convinced this is a good item and they keep buffing it. At this point, no way you're not seeing this item, bro. 5% more attack speed, 100 less gold, and they just hotfixed it last patch. Or I guess the patch that we're on now. Yeah, it's just really weird that the active does 0 damage. It's really weird. It's like, it just feels like off. You can't wave clear with it, which a lot of champs would use. That would only build Stride, like Set, Garen. Some other champs would go Stride, wave clear with it. But they buffed the item a lot. I mean, this has to be a good item. Dude, if it reset autos, nah, that'd be way too good. I'm dead before I load into the game. Support items, okay. Yeah, some people are going the double support item shit. That was unintended. They're trying to get rid of that. Nice. Slightly made bounties, like a little bit more forgiving, I guess. If your team's feeding, you might have a less of a bounty. Build and hunt Kled then, dude. It would be good if you wanted like one bruiser item besides Titanic, and you were in a game where they didn't have much held damage. It'd be decent. But also, I'm thinking like on the Briar changes, she would be really good with Stridebreaker. And then obviously Darius, Garen are gonna spam by it for sure. Yeah, the threshold for Storm Surge is really easy to reach. All they had to do originally was make it more expensive. They nerfed it so many times, like the actual stats and damage. Oh, did they change the cinders? Now it's 0.6 haste per stack. So you pick up 2, you're already over 1 haste. Before you needed to pick up 3 to get 1. Now if you pick up 3, you're already getting 2 haste. So yeah, that's pretty good, I guess. I don't like this change. I wish they would just scrap this thing. I think this is like a dumb gimmick, this Infernal map cinder shit. Kinda don't like that change. Yeah, it's supposed to round up. Like, it actually is 1.8, but when you look at your stat, it rounds up. But it actually does give you as if you had 1.8 haste. Styles Q trigger Storm Surge, yeah, it's really easy to proc. I mean, if you're any kind of AP damage dealing champ, you can pretty much instantly proc on anybody. This is the only part of the patch I care about. This Kled change and the Jayce thing. Frost R now heals? What? Bro, that's not... This is not just a quality of life. What is this? That's a big buff. I almost didn't see that. Yo, Minui, thank you very much for the brand new Prime set. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Hope you're doing well. Rostar healing you even if they die? It's a huge buff. It's like, it's the way it is now, if you ult someone and they die, like you don't even get to exit them, then you don't get the heal. But now, I guess just as soon as you get the channel off, because the channel starts when you press R on them. I'm assuming that means you just get the health after you got that channel off no matter what. Didn't even know that was a bug. The, what, the Ross thing or the Kled thing? Yeah, I wonder if that affects the Blue Cane. They just say Ross. Yeah, Blue Cane is supposed to reset his passive if he gets to get his R off. Yeah, the Kled bug, yeah. I mean, to me, it was a very noticeable bug. It's always been in the game, unfortunately. Kind of like how his remount used to be inconsistent. Now the Kled Q will be more consistent. Emo has adaptive AP now instead of AD. Yorick. Oh yeah, I saw this. This will affect 0.06% of players. Why'd they have to type that, bro? I feel like that was disrespectful. Because I saw people complaining because Yorick, he can proc Glacial and he can proc Aftershock easily too. It's not even like a stretch. You can easily proc those runes. Now, I don't know why you would run it. There was only one guy. There was literally one guy that would run it that I know of. That was like a semi-high-low player. He would run that. Occasionally, he would go Glacial. And he would go like Stridebreaker. He would do it in certain matchups. And you could easily proc it. So, like, I don't know why they're getting rid of it. How do you proc it? You just have to position his W to, like, displace. You can aim his wall so that it like pushes you, like if the wall spawns onto you, like kind of like a Nivea. You could do it with Yorick. Like sometimes when I play with Mutashi, like I would try to knock people up with it, and he would ult off it. And you could, if you're trying to do it, you can definitely get it off. Like it's not that hard. Like it's weird, but it's not that hard. But yeah, what's the Jayce change? You don't understand it? The way Jayce's E, his hammer form E, has always worked. It's so dumb, but basically, if he's casting his E on you, it doesn't just knock you back the normal distance from like where you are and where he is. It knocks you back like where you were at the beginning of your dash. So if you're in the middle of dashing towards him and he E's you, it knocks you back from the starting position of your dash. So like for example with Kled against Jayce, you'll like try to EQ him and he'll knock you back while you're in your E, and it'll send you flying all the way back to where you started that E cast. So it'll break all your tether stuff, and it affects a lot of champs. It's really obnoxious. It's really broken. It's a really old interaction, so I'm glad they're fixing it. The Kled change, yeah, the way his Q has always worked is that it's supposed to pull you 1.75 seconds after the bear trap attaches to you. But sometimes it would take longer. It was like RNG. It was not consistent at all. Sometimes it would take longer, like noticeably longer. And that would like sometimes they'd barely make it out, or you lose a kill or whatever. So that's pretty nice if that actually works correctly. It wasn't intentionally variable, it was a bug. Same thing with his remount. It used to be a variable duration for a long time, but they fixed that like a year ago. Now they finally got to his Q. So there's some other Kled bugs now, but that's really good. That's a really nice change. That's one of his more annoying ones. Not most. It's definitely one of his more annoying ones. Dude, it happens with Acel. He has Dragon. Like, Acel jump, it wouldn't launch him all the way back to the start, but it would launch him really fucking far every time. It was insane. How can the duration be variable? It's just like a stupid bug. I mean, the way a lot of tethers in this game have always worked. They've never been consistent. LeBlanc tether is still pretty bad, but it used to be way worse. Like, how often it checks if you're still in range. It was just very slow. What is the Kennen change? Kennen will now respawn with his W fully stacked down. TP's in. Auto attack. Ornn R and R2 will no longer be able to target allies. Oh, I wish they would do that with Kled, bro. Kled needs this. I should report that. Because if you misclick Kled R on your own icon or on your teammate's icon, I'm sure you guys have done it at least once if you play Kled. Why can you even ult to your teammate? Why would I ever want to do that? Why would I ever want to R to myself as Kled? That shouldn't even be an option. I would never willingly do that. What the fuck? Well, they fixed it with Ornn though. That's pretty good. Cho'Gath, I already saw that. Fizz W applies to tower. I think we saw the rest of these. Naomi R, Trundle more range. I mean, yeah, some of these are pretty big, so I'm surprised they're all listed as quality of life. Because some of these are pretty fucking impactful. Wonder what champions don't have their cooldowns listed on their passive. You think Kled Q it'll say 30 seconds? I mistakenly R in the minimap so many times? Yeah, it's really annoying. The Ziggs one? Yeah, letting him cast his W when he's rooted. So you like couldn't even press it? I haven't played that much Ziggs recently. Moored passive? Well, Moored passive doesn't have a cooldown. Neela, I've heard people say Neela had like a bug where she couldn't like EQ or WQ all the time. Like sometimes her Q wouldn't come out. So apparently they fixed it. I heard people complaining about that. Yeah, if you try to EQ a champ, it's supposed to be like lock on, but sometimes her Q doesn't even come out. Like you have to like mash the button. ARAM, brand, visual, clash, practice tool, spawn the void grubs, put a spell shot on the target, copy your inventory to the target. Oh, that's pretty good. So you can make the clone, the dummy, tanky right away. You don't have to manually add resist one at a time like you have to now. You can just build full tank, put it on the dummy, and then see how much damage you would do to it. Exactly, to a champion with those. Yeah, and test item interactions. That's pretty good. That's a really nice change. Yeah, I guess it's a long time coming, but I guess it's good that it's in the game. Yeah, Kali passive, I guess it will help you extend a little bit if it's like last second you're trying to proc it. Quick play surrender time adjusted for when 50% of active players vote yes. From 15 to 20. Oh, so you can't 15-minute. Because you can 15-minute 3-man surrender in quick play. But I guess now you need to wait till 20 minutes to do that. Nidalee's recommended items. Chat window. Wait, you could still pop the chat out of the League client? I didn't know that was still a thing. I thought they got rid of that like years ago. I never tried to do it. I thought that was like long gone from the game. Added statue locations for hubris on maps other than Summoner Rifts. Let's fucking go. Wait, so what would happen before you built it on ARAM? Where would the statues not be anywhere? Oh, really? You wouldn't see the statue? Damn. It's probably like off screen somewhere. That's kind of funny. Alright, that's nice, I guess. Sometimes kills would show up as double kills? What? Dude. What's his name? What's that one Cowsup? Dude, Cowsup reported this like probably 100 times in like the League Discord. He kept complaining about this. They actually fix it. Fix the bug that caused a colleague to be unable to cast abilities. Nah, that should be intended. They should put that back. Her Q to rarely break spell shields but still apply? What the fuck? It would just root you anyway, even if you had a spell shield. Echo boxes will proc Cosmic Drive. What? Comet would cancel auto attack sometimes? Sounds balanced. I killed someone had 2 kills? Damn, what the hell? Lulu. Fix a bug that caused Lulu to be unable to cast Q when she was CC. So I'm assuming they mean rooted. Because like if you're stunned, obviously. You shouldn't be able to cast. I had this bug happen to me. Multiple people click the Herald at the same time. What? Could Nico actually do that? She could like turn into a minion and the tower would like consider her a real minion? So you would, you know, get rid of the backdoor protection? I never knew that. That's broken. I never knew she could do that. I mean, I know she has a lot of like the goofy minion interactions, but I've never seen that one. RW, Malignance, Cosmic Drive, Jungle. There's a lot of fucking bug fixes, bro. Kench. Having this again, cast time? Still bugged? Caps did it at Worlds? Oh, really? Okay, that explains why they fixed it then. If they saw it happen like that. Yeah, I saw this happen. I sorted by ability haste and it showed me Stridebreaker. That shit does not give haste. Holy, Voltaic Sword was slowing people and they were unstoppable? What a powerful item, bro. Slows you no matter what. Doesn't matter if you're unslowable. Get slowed. Damn, Spirit Visage was buffing the recurrent shield? Dude, there's so many bug fixes. Imperial Mandate, Hwei Q. Zac E would sometimes go backwards. Good. Keep that. Wit's End, okay. Bar W. Lucian passive, alright. Did they fix the GP bug? I don't see GP anywhere. Fix a bug where what? Oh, never mind. Billy's driving his Hydra sometimes broke. Interesting. What are these skins? Primal Ambush? What's that? What kind of theme is that? Old Man Yasuo? Wait, that's my honor skin? Bro, I should have been toxic. Fuck. So why was I an honorable summoner if I'm just getting an Akshan skin? This is my reward? I should have flamed that guy, bro.